Hey everyone, I'm Sari. Thanks for coming to your mat to do some yoga with me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in your day. This is a feel-good flow. Just a little heads up, I'm fighting a tiny bit of a summer cold, and so I'm hoping that my breathing and my voice is going to work out well, but I might have to stop and take a little more frequent sips of water to wet my throat. Know that in class, throughout any of these workouts, any of these yoga flows, you're more than welcome to stop, take breaks, drink water whenever you need to. We're going to get started right away. Thanks for joining me on your mat. We're going to come down to child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees can be close or wide, and then anchor your glutes towards your heels. You'll crawl your arms forward and rest your forehead down on the mat and start to take some really big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Your arms can be either really nice and stretched out so you feel length along the armpits, or you're welcome to be more hugged in towards your body. And again, if your forehead doesn't touch the ground, you can stack your fists into a vertical pile and rest your forehead down upon your fists. Wherever your forehead is resting, I want you just to rock the forehead from right to left, massaging out your third eye center, the center of your forehead. Take a couple more each direction. And then nestle down into stillness. Take big breaths in through your nose, feeling your rib cage widen. And then open up your mouth and let the exhale out. 2 more in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Keep the lips sealed, exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Out through the nose, breathe out. Now, as you inhale, fill your lungs up through the nose. Hitch the breath just for a moment at the top, and then offer the back of the throat a gentle constriction, and then exhale through the nose. Feeling the back of your throat, massage the breath on its way out. This is your Ujjayi breath, the breath of yoga. Continue on in that in your own pace. Big breaths in through the nose. Gently constricted throat, exhale through the nose. As you make your way through your yoga practice today, I want you to find the feel-good places, the sticky places in your body that need that little stretch, the places in your body that are tight and compact. Often the tightness in our bodies correlates to the emotions that we carry as we walk around in our lives. For women in particular, we tend to carry our emotions in our neck, our upper shoulders, and our hips. So as we release physically and find those sticky spots and work on opening up, the idea is that we open up inside as well. That we release not only the physical tension, but we release a little bit of the mental and emotional tension that we clog up within ourselves. Oftentimes, we're carrying the weight of everyone else's emotions as well. So as you make your way through this hour, you're letting all of it go. It's not your responsibility during this 1 hour of the day to carry everyone else's deal. It's also your time to simply dump out and release. Take one more Ujjayi breath. Big breath in. Exhale through the nose. Really nice. Rise up to tabletop posture, stacking your shoulders upon your wrist joints, your knees underneath your hips. Draw the belly button gently towards the spine. And then go ahead and look to your right and look to your left a couple times, rotating your neck, maybe some half circles with the neck. Sometimes it feels like there's tissue paper in your neck. You'll hear this like crinkling in your ears. I'm just starting to work through that. Nice, nestle back into stillness. Core pulling supportively towards your vertebrae. Extend your right arm forward and your left leg backwards. Take a big breath in and a tightening breath out. Breathe in. Feel the belly tighten, exhale. One more time, big breath in and big breath out. Nice, release down. We'll take the opposite side, left arm forward, right leg backwards. Your hip bones are even. You're using your core to lift up and out of your right side wrist. Your left fingertips and your right toes are reaching in opposition as you take big breaths. 2 more, inhale. Tight belly, exhale. 1 more big breath in and a big breath out. Nice, release back to tabletop posture. You're going to take your left knee and nestle it just slightly more central. Hip bones pointing to the top of your mat, shoulders back on top of the creases in your wrists. Extend the right leg to the back of the room. Roll the right hip down even with the left. Breathe in, lift your heart, lift the right heel. Exhale, curl your knee into your chest, round your spine, hollow out and gaze towards your belly button. Good. Inhale, lengthen the leg, lift the heart. Exhale, round and curl your knee into the belly, hollow out. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen right leg. Exhale, curl and round everything in. Extend the right leg long. Now take your left shin. Shift your left shin parallel to the top of the mat. Left palm under your left shoulder. Open up to face the right side of your mat. Your right leg is floating. Take an inhale breath. Now, as you exhale, take the right toes in front of you long, and now reach your right fingertips forward to try to tap those right toes. Inhale, open back up, side plank, hips are stacked. Exhale, pull the belly button back, collapse your body, toe and fingertips reach towards each other. You've got it. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, collapse and reach. Now inhale, open up. Place the right foot down on the ground. Rise up, tailbone underneath you. With the right leg extended, breathe in. And now exhale, stretch up and over to the back leg, pulling lots of nice length up the left side of the body. Take a couple breaths. Nice. Now rise up through center. Take an inhale. Slowly lower the left palm down to the ground and keep the right foot sealed down to the ground as well. And now push the earth away, making a rainbow with your body, your pelvis pushing just slightly forward. And reach that right arm up and out of the right armpit. Nice. Take the right hand down to the top of the mat. Face the top of the mat. Refloat that right leg high. Take an inhale. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Make sure your ankle's in front of your knee. Push your hips to the top of the mat and draw your biceps next to your ears. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, swim your hands to clasp at your low spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Draw your fist down your left thigh and puff your heart towards the ceiling with a long neck. If that doesn't work for you, you can take your hands on your low back and puff your heart to the ceiling as well. Nice. Now glide out of that half splits, lengthen the right leg out, stretch your heart towards your shin. Half splits, stretch. Pull length up along the back of the right leg, reaching your heart towards the right shin, breathing some space out of your low back as you stretch. Nice. Now bend into that front knee, rise up on the back toes, plant your left palm down. Take an inhale, open, twist to the right. Now release the right palm down. Step your left foot in about 2 or 3 feet so that both heels are able to seal to the earth, each foot in their own lane. Flatten your hip space. So what can sometimes happen is we rotate to one hip or the other. Try to feel your hips pretty even and square to the top of the mat. You can bend your knees as much as you need. Seal your heels into the earth, push back through your sit bones, and then lengthen your heart down and over for pyramid pose. We'll take a couple breaths here. Nice. Come to halfway lift in your spine, lengthening your heart forward, pushing back through your sit bones and your heels. Now bend your knees, step your left foot back to low lunge, right foot in front. Plant your palms down, sweep the right foot back to meet the left foot, high plank posture. Back is flat, belly button nestling towards the vertebrae. Tap one knee at a time for 8. Strong arms, strong core. You've got it. That knee barely touches the ground before you lift it back up for 4. Last 2. Last 1. Nestle both knees down to the mat. Come back to tabletop posture. Take 2 cat-cows. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your chin and tailbone. Belly drops. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine. Hollow out. One more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. We'll take the left side of the body, so nestle the right knee just slightly more central. Extend the left leg to the back of the room. Hips are even. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, round and curl it in, hollow out. Inhale, lengthen out, lift your heart and heel. Exhale, curl it in, separate your shoulders as you round. One more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round and curl. Lengthen the left leg out, take your right palm under your right shoulder. Shift your right shin parallel to the top of the mat and open up for a modified side plank. My hips are stacked. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, you'll pull the belly button back, float the left toes forward and reach your left fingertips towards those left toes. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, collapse and reach. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Now open that leg back up. Place it down. Rise up. Shoulders on top of hips. And now stretch towards that lengthened leg. Your left leg. Keep the tailbone underneath you. Couple breaths. You've got it. Rise up. Lower the right palm down. Keep that left leg on the ground. Make a rainbow with your body and stretch up and over on the left side. Nice. Rotate the left hand down to face the top of the mat. Lift your left leg. Now draw the left leg through to the top of the mat. Make sure your ankle's in front of your kneecap. Push your hips heavily to the top of the mat. Draw your biceps up, a modified crescent. Now swim your hands to claps at your low spine or hands into your low back. Draw your fists along the right thigh, squeeze your shoulder blades, puff your heart. Make sure your neck stays long. Nice, now glide out of that half splits. Lengthen the left leg. Stretch your heart towards your left shin. Couple breaths. Lunge back into the left knee. Now the left knee wants to stack on top of the left ankle. Rise up on the right foot. Right palm is your base. Open twist to the left. Spiral your heart to the ceiling and really activate the back leg. You got it. Release that left palm down. Launch the right toes forward so that each foot is in their own lane and your heels are able to seal to the mat. Square your chest towards the top of the mat. And as you push back through your heels, spill your spine out long over your legs. Pyramid pose. You're always welcome to offer a gentle bend in your knees if you know your body needs it. Heavy head, couple breaths. Come to halfway lift, lengthen your spine forward. Now step that right foot further back, low lunge. Plant your palms, release the left foot to meet the right foot so you're in high plank posture. Again, one knee taps and then the other while you hold your arms and belly tight for a high plank for 8, 6, 4. Last 2. Last one, pause in high plank. Take an inhale, and now slowly lower to the belly. Plant your toenails into the mat. Plant your palms just under your shoulder heads, and now wing your elbows towards one another and lengthen your neck. Push into the ball pads of your palms. That's right at the base, right above your wrist bones. Push that part in. Push your hip bones into the mat. Inhale, lift your heart with bent arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen out the upper back. Cobra pose. And now exhale, slowly float it down. Inhale, push into the ball pads. Wing your shoulder blades. Lift your heart. Exhale, slowly float it down. One more time. Inhale, lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulders. Now exhale, hold it here. Really squeeze your shoulders into one another. Now lift your toenails off the mat. Take one palm to the back of the mat and then the other for a lotus variation. We're squeezing those back muscles, pushing our hip bones into the mat and lifting the heart. We're here for 5. We're here for 3. And 1. Take your forearms, stack them at the head of your mat. Rest your forehead down on your forearms and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. You can circle them down and over, or side to side. This just helps release your your low back. You've got it. Plant your toes down and under. Plant your palms back underneath your shoulders. Use a super strong core and push up to high plank. And now lift your glutes for your first downward facing dog. Tailbone is nice and high. Pedal the heels up and down. Hold one heel for a moment so you really push back through that heel, stretching your calf muscle. And then the other side, hold that one for a moment. Push your heel to the earth, lengthen the back of that leg. And then as you settle into stillness, feet hip width apart, sit bones spreading as your heels melt, head heavy off of your neckline, really strong arms pushing away from the front of the mat. Let your head hang heavily off your neckline. Nice. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw the knee towards your chest, shift forward towards a plank, but then step the foot up to the top of the mat and lower down through the back knee. Now take your left shin parallel to the top of the mat and open up to face the left side of your mat. And now we're gonna bend into that front knee. Our hips are squared over to the left and then lengthen it out. Take that a couple of times, bend and straighten. Nice, we're looking for heel to knee alignment. Now we're gonna push to 90 degrees in that front leg. You wanna feel lots of stretch in your hip space. Again, that's a place we tend to hold on to chaos. So let those hips open up, activating this right knee towards the pinky toe of the right foot. Give a little push against that right knee with your right arm. And then take your left arm up and over your left ear as you push that bottom shin and rotate your gaze to the ceiling. Nice, rise out of this extended side angle modified so that your weight is on the left knee. Place your left palm down, lift your right leg, tap the toe to the earth and lift for 8. Hips are stacked, barely let those toes touch their weight to the ground. For 5. For 3. For 2. And 1, place that right leg back forward. Come back to your modified extended side angle. Circle the top arm in front of your nose a couple of times. Now rotate the hands down to frame the front foot. Rotate your left knee and foot forward and rise up to low lunge traditional. Right foot is in front. Inhale, rise for crescent lunge. Tailbone underneath you, 90 degrees in the front leg and a super active back leg. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, open twist to the right. Keep your right knee pointing out of the right hip bone. It's going to want to pull towards your belly button. Keep your lower half of the body aligned. You've got it. Unravel to your left. Inhale, star pose, feet parallel. Lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your heart. And then rest pinkies and crooks of opposite elbows. Let your head be really heavy and sway from side to side. Right palm under your nose. Inhale, open twist to the back of the mat. Let's take a full spine twist. So I want you to feel your front hip bone, your right hip bone, bumping towards your back heel as you rotate your heart to the ceiling. Release the left palm down. Crawl back to the top of the mat. Shoulders on top of your wrist joints. Point your right toe to the back of the mat. Float the right toe and give that right heel a little pulse for 5. Belly is tight, arms are strong for 3, for 2. Now lift that right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Open up your right hip to stack on the left hip. Rewind the hip in its socket and release back down to down dog. We'll take the opposite side. Inhale your left leg high. Now step that left foot, knee towards chest, up to the top of the mat and drop the back knee down. Take your right shin, rotate it parallel to the top of the mat. So we're in a modified warrior pose, heel to knee alignment. And then that left leg is in front. We're going to bend and straighten it a couple of times. I'm going to grab a small sip of water. My throat's getting dry. Nice. Now lunge into that front knee at 90 degrees. Take the left palm down against the left shin and reach your right arm up and over. An extended side angle variation. Really push against that front shin. You want to feel your hips opening. Nice. Rise up. Take the right palm onto the ground. Float the left leg. Stack your hips. Tap the left toes down. Lift it up. And you're only lifting as high as you as can maintain the integrity of your spine. So the second your body's sort of wrenching around, that's too much lift. You want to be able to control the lift. We're here for 4. We're here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Now rise up. Come back into that extended side angle, bending the front knee. And now rotate the arm around a couple of times. You've got it. Plant the palm down. Face the top of your mat. Rise up to low lunge traditional. Now sweep that left foot to the back of the mat. Pinpoint the toe. Activate your belly. And pulse here for 5. Left leg is pulsing 2. And 1. Now we're going to step that left foot back up. Sorry, I forgot it. We'll go back. We're going to spin the right foot down. Now open up to the left side of your mat. Feet parallel. Star pose. Reach your arms to the sky. And now forward fold. Lead with your heart. Let the head and shoulders be heavy. Option to reach through your legs, in front of your legs, or come back to that pinky resting in crooks of opposite elbows. Think a ragdoll posture in your wide-legged fold. Left palm on the ground, open twist to the back of the mat. Feel your front hip bone rotate towards the back heel. Nice. Release the palm down. Crawl to the front of the mat. Now take that left foot high to the sky. And then open up your left hip bone to stack on your right hip bone. So you're peeling your hips open. Rotate back through the hip. Lengthen the left leg out. And come back to down dog. 2 big breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more big breath in. And a nice big breath out. Gaze forward, bend your knees, and then travel to the top of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Slide your palms under your feet so your big toes massage the creases in your wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need. Now transfer the weight towards the balls of your feet. Drop the head heavy from your neck and use your bicep strength, your arm strength to pull yourself into your fold. We're here for 5. Weight is at your toes to massage the creases in your wrists. We're here for 2. Last 1. Unhook your palms from under your feet And then with a gentle bend in your knees, as slow as you can, round your back and uncurl vertebrae by vertebrae. And as you rise to a standing posture, you can adjust. I often adjust my clothes, get yourself comfortable, take some shoulder shrugs. First time standing on our mats, with tailbone underneath you and your palms open in front of you. Rotate your shoulders up under your ears and then draw your shoulders down your spine. Tuck the tailbone towards your heels, draw your belly towards your low ribs, and softly close your eyes. As you take big breaths here, feel the breath travel up and down your back. Enjoy the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Feel really grounded through your feet. Your legs have energy. Your quadriceps are lifting up and away from your kneecaps. So even though we're simply standing, we're standing with strength and tallness in our bodies. Already here after our little ground series, our opening series, you can feel your insides, your brain, your heart. Let all of it take a little space. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Take an inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling, mountain pose, stretch long through the side body. Exhale, goal post your arms, pop your heart lightly open, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach back tall, mountain pose, zip your body to a tight line. Exhale, lead with your heart forward, fold, stretch the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your heart forward. Now exhale, bend your knees, plant your fingertips and step your left foot back, low lunge, right foot is in front. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Knees and hips point forward, tailbone underneath you. I'm realizing right now I forgot this on the left side first time through, but I will make up for it. You guys got this. Now exhale, open twist to the right side of the mat. Keep your hips forward, that right shoulder pulls open. You've got it. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior two, heel to arch alignment. Rip your mat in half through your feet, shoulders on top of your hip space, 90 degrees in the front leg. You are active through your limbs. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, sit 1 inch deeper. Inhale. Now exhale, straighten the front leg out. Bump your hips to the back of the mat as you're reaching to the front of the mat. Pause here. Feel that length in the side body, the right side body, as your hips push to the back of the mat. Now drop your right arm down, your left arm up, and rotate your heart towards the top palm. Squeeze your glutes and activate your heels into the mat. Now lift up an inch and down an inch. So we're gliding through those obliques, the side belly muscles. Pull the belly button back towards the vertebrae. For 3, for 2, for 1. Bend into that front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and out of the right side body, 90 degrees in the front leg. Exhale, swim hands down. Square your hips to the front of the room. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge right where we started. And now exhale, back foot meets the front foot. Chair plane, sit into a squat. Anchor your weight towards your heels and imagine holding a beach ball at your low spine. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose with an open heart. Exhale, release, forward fold. Stretch it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to high plank posture. Take your feet to the width of the mat. We're going to tap into a little bit of strength here. You're going to do your best to stabilize your hip space. Drop down to your forearms. Right forearm, left forearm. Now left palm, right palm. Left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. You got it. 10 seconds. Forearm, forearm, palm, palm. Option for your knees. Forearm, forearm. You're still going to get a ton of work. Palm, palm. 8 more seconds. Keep breathing. Don't stress about where your breath is, but do breathe. Don't hold on to it. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Take 2 big breaths. Breathe in and breathe it out. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Gaze forward to the top of your mat. Step or float to the top of your mat. Take a little forward fold stretch. And now with a nice heavy spine, slowly uncurl from the base to the top. Nice, we're gonna be back where we started. And now we'll build out the flow on the left side of the body. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, goalpost your arms, open your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, lead with your heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back rather. So left foot is in front, low lunge. Now, we forgot this. I forgot this, not we, when we very first set up. So we're going to spend a little extra time here, just so the two sides of our body are even. Left foot is in front, 90-degree angle in that front leg. Rise up for crescent lunge. Hips and shoulders point directly forward. Nice and active on the back leg. If you have low back pain, give that back knee a gentle bend. That gentle bend helps support your weight between both legs. Otherwise, we're active on that back leg, pushing to 90 degrees in the front leg. Take an inhale. Now exhale, keep your lower body steady and twist from the belly button up towards the left side of your mat. You want to feel your left shoulder opening as your hips stay squared forward. Now we're going to spin the back foot flat. Warrior two, back foot spins flat. Heel to arch alignment between the front and the back foot. Warrior two. Rip your mat in half through the energy of your feet. Warrior two takes up a lot of space on your mat, so be wide and strong. This left knee, it's going to want to sometimes pull towards your big toe. Make sure you activate it towards your pinky toe. Take a big breath in. Now as you exhale, sink 1 inch deeper. Breathe in. Now exhale, straighten the front leg out, bump your hips back. Reach your side body forward. Pause here. Feel the length of the left body forward and your hips to the back. Tailbone is underneath you. Now tick-tock to 6 and 12. Push into your heels, squeeze your glutes, and rotate your heart to the ceiling. Lift up an inch through the obliques and down. We're here for 5. We're here for 3, 2, last 1. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, lengthen the left side ribs. Exhale, swim your hands back down to the ground. Square everything back forward. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Hips are forward, tailbone's tucked, spine is tall. Now we're going to launch that back foot to meet the front foot. Chair plane, sit into your heels, airplane your arms behind you. You're in a squat position, weight towards your sit bones. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose, open your heart. Exhale, rise, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into high plank posture. Take your feet to the width of your mat. 10 seconds, here we go. Forearm, forearm, palm, palm. Now opposite arm leads. Forearm, forearm, palm, palm for 8. You got it. Tuck the pelvis towards your chins to stabilize the hips. You're so strong. And again, use your knees if you need to. We're here for 4. We're here for 2. Last 1. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Big exhale. Let's put it all together to flow. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, goalpost, open your heart. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, lead with the heart and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palm, step the left foot back, right foot in front. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, warrior two, heel to arch alignment. Exhale, straighten and lengthen, triangle pose. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swim your hands down and square the hips forward. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, rise with an open heart. Exhale, stand tall, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step into plank posture. This time, take your feet to the width of your mat. Tap your right palm to your left shoulder, left palm to right shoulder for 8. Stabilize your hips, so try to keep your hips steady as you move your arms to tap opposite shoulders. Draw the belly button to your vertebrae, separate your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tailbone high, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, left foot in front. Inhale, rise up for crescent. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten and lengthen. Triangle pose. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swim hands down. Square your hips forward. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, launch to chair plane, sit into your heels. Inhale, open heart, mountain pose. Exhale, rise, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms, step into plank, feet to the width of the mat. Scoop your pelvis towards your chin. 10. Tapping opposite palm to opposite shoulder. 8. Reduce the tilt from side to side in your hips by really feeling your low belly activate. Tighten that low core. 5, 3. Last one. Lift your hips. Downward dog. We're going to do that flow one more time each side, and we're going to layer in a couple of pieces. Here we go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, right foot in front. Inhale, crescent lunge. Find your depth now the second time through. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten and lengthen, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swim hands down, square the hips. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, back foot launches forward, chair plane. Inhale, rise up mountain with an open heart. Now rise, hinge, forward fold. Listen carefully. Inhale, halfway lift. Now step the left foot back a couple of feet, anywhere from 2 to 4 feet, and maybe toe heel that right foot over. Just like in that pyramid pose we took in the beginning class, each foot in its own lane, your heel seal to the earth. If you can't get that back heel to seal down, step your feet a little closer and give your knees a gentle bend. So push back through the space of your heels. Come back to halfway lift in your spine. Now take your left fist or palm, or if you have a yoga block, you can place your hand on a yoga block. I'm gonna back up just so I can make sure you guys see me. Left palm into the mat or fist. Now rotate your weight onto the right foot so the left heel will lift. And start to lift the left foot to the back of the room. Maybe you give that right knee a gentle bend. Keep your hips square to the top of the mat. Now push the earth away through that left palm and rotate your right arm to the ceiling. You've got this. Revolved half moon. Now, option to bend that left heel towards your booty and take your right palm towards the left big toes. Rise up and try to float your hands at your heart center. Or the hand can stay on the earth. Or you can stay back here, revolved half moon. We have 3 breaths. You go to where you need to be. Take one more big breath in. Now, release the right palm down. That left leg is floating. Cross the left knee behind the right calf and gently come to a seat. Your right leg crossed over the left. Take your left arm to the sky. Inhale. Now link your left arm with the right knee and take a side body twist, or a full spine twist rather. Inhale's giving you length. And exhale's rinsing out your back. Nice. Take a little counter twist the other direction. And then unhook your feet. On your glutes, draw the belly back into the spine. Tilt your vertebrae back until you can feel your belly muscles clench. And now keep everything drawn towards your spine. Float one calf and then the other. You've got it. Hands behind your head. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap your right heel down. Tap your low spine to the ground and now lift it up. Left heel taps, lengthen, tap your low back and lift it up. A supportive modification that gives you just as much work. Arms to the side. And then you're lengthening the leg and pushing up. Just make sure your belly stays knit in towards your vertebrae. We're here for 8, 6, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Sit up tall, legs lengthen in front of you, arms reach to the sky, and take a forward fold stretch. Heavy head, long back. Nice. Rise up from your forward fold. You're going to come over into tabletop posture. We'll lift our glutes and we'll take our last side of the body. So in tabletop posture, take an inhale breath. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes, send your body back downward dog. Here we go. Last side of the body, everyone. You're doing so amazing. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, goal post, open your heart. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, left foot in front. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Again, find depth. We've been here. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, unravel, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten and lengthen. Triangle pose. Bend into your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swim your hands down, square the hips forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, back foot meets front. Chair plane, sit into your squat. Inhale, open your heart mountain. Exhale, rise, hinge, forward fold. Now, step your right foot back so that each foot is in its own lane. Think of that pyramid pose we did at the beginning of class. Hips are square and shoulders are square. Push back through your heels and your sit bones. Now, take your right palm, and I'll back up so you have visibility. Take your right palm, firmly press it down into the mat underneath your right shoulder. That might mean you rock your weight to the left foot and the right heel lifts. Now, I always start with lifting the right leg because then you can adjust your hands to where you feel really stable. Right leg is lifted. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you take your left arm to the ceiling and start to twist open towards the left with your right leg raised. Revolved half moon. Option to bend that back heel, your right heel to your glute and grab for your toe. Lift strong through that bottom leg. Kick into that back palm. A floating revolved half moon. Wherever you need to be. We're here for a few more breaths. You can play with floating that bottom hand. Really strong standing leg, left leg, especially through the back side. Now, release your right knee behind your left calf and then gently come to your seat. Right arm lifts. And then link with that left knee that's crossed over and twist to your left. Inhale is giving you length and exhale is giving you a rinse. Little counter rinse opposite direction. Nice, and you'll unravel, face the top of the mat, scooch forward on your mat, and slowly roll all the way down to your back. Once you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Place your hands on your shins, and then take a gentle rock from right to left. Now take your hands behind your thighs. You're going to rock and roll forwards. There goes my headband. Forwards and backwards so that you're massaging out the length of your vertebrae. Now gain a little momentum. Keep your neck long, everyone. And then send your toes up and over your head so that it feels like your waist is collapsing on your nose. Back of the neck should stay long. Hands can come to your low spine for support or be to the earth. I'm going to bring mine to my low back. You're compressing your weight down over your chest, your skull, and your long neck. Now take the toes up to the ceiling. Squeeze your booty muscles and try to lift your core up to the ceiling using your elbows like a little kickstand with your hands at your low back. Imagine that you could get so strong that one day you might stand on the tips of your shoulder heads. Push your core and glutes to the sky. Push, push, push. Candlestick pose. Now slowly release your hands to the earth like a break and articulate each vertebrae back to the mat. Grab for the insides of your feet, ankles, or calves and open up for happy baby pose. Low back is anchored. Pull your knees wide. Few big breaths here. Pulling a little space through your groin and your hips. Cross your right knee over the left side, supine twist, and then open your chest towards the ceiling, your right arm like a wing. Take your gaze either to the right side of your mat or to the ceiling. Take a few big breaths up and down your back. You got it. Float through center with both knees. And now this time, left knee comes over to the right side of the mat. You can shift your hips so that your hip bones are stacked. And then open your left arm like a wing. Gaze either to the ceiling or to the left. Take big breaths up and down your spine. Roll flat onto your back. Let your soles of the feet rather connect. And then butterfly your knees open. You'll notice when you first take this posture, this supine butterfly, that when the knees fall open, it's a natural reaction in our bodies to sort of clench our hips so that our knees can't pull our hips too wide. As you take big breaths here, I want you to soften all that tension that you pull into your body so that you have a natural opening. If it still feels too tight, lower the butterfly so that the heels aren't so close to your pelvis. You can lower the butterfly a little further away. Open your wrists, your palms towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are uncrunched from your ears. Imagine where your big toes connect, that's where you're drawing breath in through the big toes, up through the pelvis, the spine, all the way up to your head on your inhale, a big belly rising. And then as you exhale, you're dumping out, you're emptying out all the tension in the body, and let the muscles soften. 2 more big breaths just like that. A big belly inhale. And a softening, releasing exhale. And 1 more time, big breath in. And big breath out. Gently gather your knees towards one another. Hug your arms around your shins. Draw your forehead into your knees. Give yourself a really tight squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take an inhale breath. Hold your breath and squeeze. And now exhale, release. Savasana. Flat onto your back. Legs long, arms long. Let every ounce of work drop away from your body. Take just a final minute here to feel tension within yourself dissipate. You've taken time to move and to breathe and to lengthen. This is our cherry on top. This is the moment that seals that all in. Heaviness to the body, natural breath flowing through us. 1 minute of your day with zero expectation other than just being here. I hope wherever your day goes next that it's beautiful and that it's wonderful. Please enjoy at least 8 to 10 really beautiful breaths here. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat. Namaste, friends.